Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing today? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Up for the Argument. I'm your host, Javon Alexander, moderator and debater. The Kansas City Chiefs going to Buffalo last week and defeat the Buffalo Bills in a upset. Patrick Mahomes, heroics coming in, running for a big chunk of 20-some yards, throwing for 3 touchdowns, and then win the game. Portier running the ball the way he does. And Kelsey making big catches and the wide receiver stepping in and actually catching the ball. Not to mention the heroic effort truly by Josh Allen and those guys. But Josh Allen played big too in that game, but came up short in the end of the game with a bad drive. And they special teams came up short with a very bad kick. Successful for a defeat the Green Bay Packers. It was upset to me. Everybody know I'm a Packer fan. And I got to tell you this. Win, lose, or draw, even though we lost, I still feel good because I can shake our San Francisco 49 fan hand and say, good game. But we played a hell of a good one. And I'm proud of my boys. And I know we'll be even better next year. And I say is shake their hand and say, I'll see you next year, guys. Because I know that's what's going to be happening. I know is y'all better be ready to get them. But I know we going to be them. Jordan Love had a hell of a game. But at the end of the game, I'm going to take that third hell of a off because it turned into a hell of a no play at the end of the game by throwing that dumb across the body throw across the field. He did what I seen Brett Favre do back in the past, close his eyes. What is this, a fucking thing with the Green Bay Packers quarterbacks in the playoffs? Remember when Brett Favre faced the Eagles his last stint as a Packer, and we was finna defeat the Eagles the year the Eagles went to the Super Bowl against the Patriots, and the Patriots eventually won? Can we bring that last play up that Brett Favre did in that NFC Championship game against the Eagles? Where he closed his eyes and just threw it in the middle of the fucking field, just like a Hail Mary, basically with his eyes closed. Aaron Rodgers done it before. Jordan Love want to follow in suit. I guess he want to follow a tradition. Play well, get us there, but do some dumb gunslinging son of a bitch shit at the end. Costing us yet another wasted playoff trip against a team that we should have beat. Not could have beat. We should have beat them. That game. Yeah, he outplayed Brock Purdy, but Brock Purdy having McCaffrey, I think that was the advantage. Even though, I'm not going to lie, AJ played a hell of a game. AJ had a hell of a game. What makes me mad is he deserved to have the ball in his hand at the end of the game instead of Jordan Love, the way he played. He'd have broke one. You know that, right? Just saying. You got the Baltimore Ravens going to Houston and defeating Houston. Hell of a game. Hell of a game by Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson cutting with his legs and his running and his cutting with his running to bring defense to his side so he can throw touchdowns. He's a heavyweight. Detroit Lions do the same against Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they did it in true fashion. But yet I'm not sold on one thing I'm not sold on with that team. People might think I'm nuts. But I'll get into that when I break down tomorrow's games. Okay, now, firstly, I'm going to break down the game that I think that I least want to watch. Least. That's just the appetizer. The Lions and the 49ers is that fucking appetizer. Because in my mind, there's no way Josh Goff, whatever his name is, the dorky, tall guy, looking like a tall stork. He sucks, man. I don't know. There's something about him I don't trust. Okay? But I can trust Brock Purdy in that system. And I can trust that McCaffrey's going to be McCaffrey. And I can trust that Bosa's going to be Bosa. You know what I'm saying? I can also attest that Shanahan's going to be Shanahan. And I also know if Debo coming, it's going to be a blowout, honestly. They're going to beat the dog shit out of the fucking Lions. They're afterthought. They're going to eat them and pick them out of their teeth with a toothpick. Breaking it down, You can break it down any way you want to break it down. You can debate it however you want to debate it. You can say whatever you want to say. I know for a simple fact, with a T in it, that there's no way in Hades, hell, whatever you want to say, that the Detroit Lions stand a chance against this fucking team here. You can book it. People think too. Let me take it back to color purple, man. Hey, people should think too highly of themselves. She need to be taken down a peg or two. That's what they think of themselves in Detroit. They ain't ran across the big bad bullies yet. Which brings me to the highlight, the championship game, the one that we all came to see, the one that's going to hype it up. The winner of this game will be the Super Bowl champion. Okay? Now, I'm going to reference this by saying this. I know Lamar Jackson has had a hell of a year. I know Lamar Jackson has played his ass off with that Michael Vick style. Smart with it. Little tweaked. Way better than Michael Vick. With the arm of I'd give him a, honestly, I compare his arm to a Favre-like, but he's not Favre. I give him a Favre-like spiral because he throws a tough ball. A very sharp one, crisp, strong, but he's not Favre. Okay, but Favre, he has a Favre arm because he slings it, right? But and he knows when to do it, or maybe it's by design, or maybe he knows that he has to be paid that much attention to. Woo! With the toys that he has, man, it's tough. You know, I'm gonna reference this too by saying that these guys are the Clubber Lanes of the NFL right now. The Clubber Lanes of the NFL, right? I'm going to say this, and I'm going to reference this by saying this. That means Patrick Mahomes is Mr. Rocky fucking Balboa. I compare him to Balboa and the Chiefs to Balboa. You know what I mean. Eye of the Tiger. Because that boy has the fucking eye of the tiger. Patrick fucking Mahomes. Let me tell you one thing here. When them boys tried it in that cold fucking weather to defend their house against the Miami Dolphins, when they came out the tunnel that night, I seen his eyes. That boy had the eye of the fucking tiger. Okay? This is me at high elevation, baby. And you know when that adrenaline gets to pumping, it brings out the best in you. And it's going to bring out the best of the best out of the best of the best. I can see it. He's pure adrenaline. This guy is smart, innovative, creative, very fucking precise, and would do anything to win. Tim Duncan, when Tim Duncan used to dive for balls on the ground, that would make him champion. Because he had it in him to what? Hustle play. He's the king of the hustle play. He's clutch. When I see him walking around the field, even though I have my personal quarterback favorites, at his age, my eyes and my heart and my soul, I know I'm looking at a fucking legend walking. And he's glowing, and I know it. That boy's anointed. I'm going to leave it there. And I'm going to say another thing, okay? I had a tiger now. Back to the Clubber Lanes. Lamar Jackson, you guys are awesome as fuck. On both ends of the ball, you guys hit hard like Clubber. Oh, you guys are Clubber Lane. But the Kansas City fucking Chiefs are coming. And I ain't talking about the first bout when you knocked him out. This is the second one when he came and clowned your ass after, sparring with Apollo Creed. See, them boys, last 2 times I watched them, I seen that glow. They were on the road and showed you who the fuck they are. And I seen the eye of the tiger in him. He's ready. They are not afraid of you. You think you're bad? You ain't so bad. You ain't so tough. You ain't so tough. I can hear them not telling you that as they blow y'all out. So, there you have it. I'm going to give you my picks right now. I'm picking San Francisco, stand alone, and stomp on those boys over there and turn them into kitty cats. From lions to kitty cats, drinking milk on the sideline. And then I'm also say this much. Them feathers finna get plucked on them little blackbirds over there in the AFC. I'm telling you now, your Rocky Balboa is going to go for the knockout. No. He's not getting killed. He's getting mad. Yeah. You heard me? I'm telling you, I know this for a fact. And just like if you go back into my last segment, wasn't I the one that said that the Cowboys would lose to the Packers? The way I said it, the way I called it. And another thing here, I want to go back here. I'm going to reference this now before I go back into my Super Bowl. I went back on it. Now, after they went and did what they did to Cam Newton, right? I see Ryan Clark comes out with a video, right? Blowing their asses out on how they treated Cam. And everything I said on my podcast 4 episodes ago, about how ESPN and Get Up was wrong for the way they treated Cam fucking Newton, word for word, it's come to light. And what he said was right. And I appreciate Ryan Clark feeling the way I did. But don't let me hear you was listening to my podcast and heard what I said. And, hey man, boy, right? You know I'm right. I'm not wrong. 100% right. I'll tell you now. Promise you this. They need to stop that. Just like she tried to do the same thing on First Take the other day. That sucked. She basically got on there, was trying to tell them boys that they was wrong. She got mad at them for calling Lamar Jackson another Michael Vick, making her look dumb. Woman, that ain't gonna disrespect the woman, but woman, that boy is trying to be Vick. Yeah, well, some nigga did what he did before he did. He ain't translucent. He ain't innovative. He ain't changing nothing. He just did what they did, but doing it better. With more protection. And a better coach. And a better system. All that type of shit. Because back then, when them motherfuckers were doing what they were doing, didn't nobody know how to coach that. Because they never seen that shit. Now, throughout the years that the quarterbacks and coaches have seen what that shit could be worth, oh man, they got the cow out. They milking it now. Now they got the one that can do it. They doing it. Hey, it's when Tebow was doing it. You heard me? I'm gonna leave it at them. They treated Cam wrong. My point was, man, I was right. If you go back and you listen to my episode, was ESPN wrong for dissing Cam Newton like what they did? Then you go back and you pull up Ryan Clark's take on that shit. The same situation. We saying the same shit. But I said it first. Yeah, but let me close this section off because I'm definitely going to be on tomorrow. I got a friend named Reggie B. Look him up on Facebook, Mr. Illinois. And during football season, he's like the number one and the funniest Cowboy fan in the city of Shreveport. And we're gonna debate on this show because he's die hard and I'm die hard. And we're gonna just talk. I want to know his take on some things, but if I can't get him on, just be looking for that episode. Okay, it's gonna be banging. Yeah, but after tomorrow, I think after the game, after this weekend, we're gonna definitely mix it up. Right now it's Friday. I got very busy. I just want to get my take on some things. I could jump on here and incite the people that don't know what's going on and incite them. And once because Rio gets back in town, I think we'll do another one of those debates, but it won't be the Coach Prime debate. We're going to debate this season in football. And I like to get him riled up. He's really good. But yeah, if he wants to get beat up again on this podcast, then come on. Anybody that wants to get beat up on a debate in the sports debate world, let me know. And I have my team call your team. We'll just queue up a lot of topics and we'll debate them. Are you win-win, lose-lose? Valid point or not? But that'd be it. Be looking for those shows start coming out here pretty soon. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. See you next week on another episode of Javon Alexander's Up for the Argument. Be blessed, folks.